There are times in football when a team is so explosive, so relentlessly dangerous, that you almost second-guess what you're watching. And right now, that team is Chelsea. Because there is absolutely no way this attack should be real, but somehow it is. They walk into game week 13 with one of the most terrifying goal records in England. Second highest tally in the Premier League, sitting second after 11 matches. The table doesn't lie, and neither do the points. But your eyes keep asking the same question. Are they actually the second best team in the country? Only Arsenal and Manchester City have scored more, and both of them have barely edged Chelsea with 24 goals. Chelsea's numbers aren't just good, they're elite. They're creating chances at a rate that almost feels unsustainable. Their expected goals, through the roof. Their attacking sequences, relentless. And the craziest part is this, their best player has missed most of the season. Cole Palmer, the guy who dragged Chelsea forward last year, the one who was supposed to be the heartbeat of everything Enzo Maresca builds, has barely been on the pitch. He's been recovering, resting, watching from the sidelines. And somehow Chelsea didn't collapse. They evolved. They got even scarier. On the left, you get speed and chaos. Players who can ruin your shape with one run. On the right, you get precision and intelligence. Wingers who don't just dribble, they dissect. Up front, they have a rotation of problems for defenders, each one built for a different type of opponent. And in the number 10 position, they've had a Brazilian technician who can glide across the front line like it's a playground. But all of that, every goal, every assist, every moment where this attack looked unfair, happened while their actual number 10 was in the treatment room. Because Cole Palmer's coming back, and his return is about to push this attack into a level the Premier League genuinely hasn't witnessed before. So let's get into it. Because when you break down the numbers, the story becomes even more ridiculous. Chelsea have scored 23 Premier League goals in their first 12 matches of the season. More than Manchester United, more than Tottenham, more than Liverpool. They're averaging nearly 2 goals per match. And no, this hasn't come from bullying weaker teams. They've done this to everyone. Title challengers, mid-table scrappers, low block specialists. Nobody has slowed them down. But it's not just the goals, it's the method. Chelsea average almost 16 shots per game. They sit top 3 in the entire league for expected goals. And here's the real jaw-dropper. They've created more chances from open play than any other team. Every week, they generate high-quality chances. Every week, goalkeepers are forced into ridiculous saves. Every week, defenders look like they're drowning under wave after wave of pressure, and they're not relying on one scorer. They're not leaning on one star. 11 different players have already found the net. That isn't depth. That's a squad overflowing with firepower. Most teams pray to have 2 or 3 reliable goal threats. Chelsea have an entire group of them. And the damage doesn't stop with the Premier League. In the Champions League, they've looked even more ruthless. They smashed Ajax for 5. They dismantled Barcelona at Stamford Bridge 3-0 without even shifting gears. Their European XG is one of the highest in the competition. This isn't a team catching lucky breaks. This is a system functioning at its peak. Maresca's blueprint is simple: movement, rotation, and unpredictability. Nobody stays in one position for long. Wingers drift, strikers drop deep, number 10s float into half spaces. One minute your fullback has his man contained, the next that same attacker is popping up in midfield. You can't mark what refuses to stay still, and Chelsea weaponized that chaos to perfection. The tempo is frightening. They don't pass for possession, they pass with purpose. Every touch shifts defenders. Every transition is instant. Opponents try low blocks. They try pressing high. They try doubling up. And yet no tactic works for the full match because Chelsea have too many ways to attack. Shut down one threat and the next one steps forward. Stop the wings and the number 10 kills you. Press up and they run in behind. Sit deep and they suffocate you. And we haven't even touched the individual profiles yet. If you love the beautiful game, stick with us. Subscribe and see all our future football videos. On the left flank, Chelsea have their chaos zone. Jaden Gittens is pure electricity, one touch and he's gone. Straight at fullbacks, blowing past defenders with acceleration, that forces teams to drop deeper than they want. He isn't flashy, he's efficient. He stretches defenses, breaks lines, and creates panic. Then you have Alejandro Garnacho, confidence, swagger, and South American flair. He'll take on anyone, anytime, and he'll keep coming even if you stop him once or twice. His unpredictability is lethal. He can cut inside and shoot, go wide and cross, combine and burst through. And once he's past you, he picks his moment like a veteran. Defenders simply can't prepare for both profiles. If you sit deep for Gittens, Garnacho embarrasses you. If you push high on Garnacho, Gittens will run in behind and destroy you. Maresca rotates them perfectly depending on the match, and both can change a game off the bench. Now on the right, things get even more brutal. Estevão Willian, the teenager who plays like a 28-year-old Champions League veteran. Calm, precise, deadly. Every decision looks calculated. He doesn't waste dribbles. He doesn't force shots. He picks passes, curls finishes, and delivers in big moments. For Brazil, he's averaging goal contributions better than Ronaldo and Neymar at the same age. And that's not hype, that's production. Beside him is Pedro Neto, experienced, versatile, intelligent. Neto can play wide inside, or even as a false nine. His first touch, his awareness, his ability to manipulate space, it all makes him a nightmare to track. Against Barcelona, he dropped as a false nine and completely disrupted their center backs. He gives Chelsea structure and unpredictability at the same time. Center forward, 3 different profiles, all dangerous. Guiu, intelligent movement, sharp link-up play, relentless pressing. Delap, physical, powerful, aggressive, dominating defenders in duels. Tyrique George, calm beyond his age, always in the right position, finishing like he's been doing this for years. You cannot game plan all 3. You try to stop one, another completely changes the picture. And then we reach João Pedro, the man who has been holding the creative load in Palmer's absence. He's not tied to one zone. He floats everywhere, between lines, wide channels, central pockets. First touch like silk, vision like a seasoned playmaker, and the confidence to pull off outrageous passes or finishes. He has carried the creative responsibility and he's done it beautifully. But now comes the moment the league has been dreading. Cole Palmer is back. Last season, 25 goals, 15 assists, one of Europe's most productive attackers. Chelsea didn't just rely on him, they survived because of him. His vision, his calmness, his ability to turn half chances into goals. It's world class. Even when marked, even when doubled, even when managers built entire plans to stop him, he still delivered. And now he's returning to a Chelsea attack that has already become one of the most dangerous in Europe without him. Gittens on the left, Garnacho on the left, Estevão on the right, Neto on the right, Guiu, Delap, or George leading the line, João Pedro floating everywhere, and now Cole Palmer, the conductor, the architect, stepping back into the orchestra. How do you defend that? You don't. You simply hope the damage is limited. Chelsea were already creating more chances than any team in England while their best creator was recovering. Now he's back, and this attack, already elite, already terrifying, is about to unlock a level the Premier League hasn't seen before. This isn't potential. This isn't hype. This isn't a purple patch. This is a machine being built for dominance, and the scariest part, it hasn't even peaked yet.